Hello and welcome to my channel and another TBR game. Some of you have commented on how much you love the TBR games, and also you have made a comment about how many there are and that you wouldn't be able to keep up with them. Yeah, I'm not either. I was at the very beginning, and then a readathon came up. Yes, I'm going to blame it on Squash That Series. But the readathon came up and it was like, oh, well, I can't actually keep up with the books that I should be reading for my TBR, and also the books that I should be reading for the readathon. Also, if you're looking at my eyes going, her pupils are blown, it's because I just got back from the eye doctor, and you're right, they are. I can see that I have a computer screen in front of my face, but as far as what it says, I have no idea. So I sat down here and I hit record and I was like, I'm going to do the intro to my TBR cards. And then I looked down at the actual screen that has my TBR stuff on it, and I was like, oh, I can't tell what that says. So I'm going to come back when I can see a little bit better. And at that point, we will do the cards. But before then, let me just tell you what I was going to say anyway in this intro that's now already stretched out. I love these cards, by the way. They're huge. I really enjoy them. So before we get into this card game, though, I mean, yes, I bought these cards because they're so large. I can see these. I can easily see these. Even eye doctor eyes. But I need an opinion / thoughts from you guys. So I did a thing the other day at a Dollar Tree. If you do not live in the U.S., a Dollar Tree is a store where everything costs $1. At least it used to. Pre-COVID, everything cost $1. Since then, when we had all the supply issues and everything, now things cost more than $1. But the Dollar Tree was everything is $1. And that's still the case in a lot of their stuff. Well, I bought 7 games. Now, from the Dollar Tree, they cost $1. And I bought 7 of them because that's what they had. They had 7 different games. And I thought, oh, I can turn each one of these into a TBR game in a way to pick TBRs. I cannot figure out how to do it. I mean, some of them, yes, they're easier to do. Some of them people have already done, so that'll be easy for me to do. Like Monopoly, Candyland, Chutes and Ladders, or Snakes and Ladders, depending on where you live. So those 3, I've already seen people create games based on them. Now, this is made out of paper. I don't know if y'all can tell. But they cost $1. So they're very, flimsy. I've not opened them either. So that leaves 4 games that I don't know how I turn them into a TBR game, but I really want to hear your opinions down below about how you think we should do this. So I have Battleship. Now, I did get this out because I was like, I have to see how this situation happens. And these are like cling wrap pieces, so you can pick them up and put them down in different places. So how can I use the Battleship game board to make a TBR game? Trouble and Sorry are similar, where you roll and you move, like roll the dice, or apparently Sorry has cards that you draw. I have no idea. But you roll dice, you move pieces around, and then you come home. Both of them have like a home space area. How can I make Trouble and Sorry into a TBR game? And finally, maybe the most difficult one, Guess Who? How do I make Guess Who into a TBR game? Now, I do have people that live in my house, and I could force them to do some of these with me. So if you come up with an idea, but it requires me to not know something, or it requires somebody else to set something up for me ahead of time, I can force people in my house to do that for me. So feel free to add those as ideas. So those are my 7 games that I bought, and now I don't know what to do with them. Also, Django would like to say hi in his new red sweater. Say hi. Okay, great. I think I've waited long enough. My eyes are not back to normal, but they're close enough. So I'm going to shuffle these cards and we're going to go ahead and draw, because this is also the last TBR game that I'm going to be playing for a couple of weeks. This is how I just shuffled these. Nothing shuffled. There we go, finally. I'm going out of town, and while I'm gone, I'm going to be filming a vlog because I really want to do read as much as I can while I'm traveling kind of situation. So I have 4 driving days during that trip that are pretty significant periods of time in the car. And so I'm going to be driving also predominantly. My son might drive a little bit, but mostly it's going to be me. So I'm mostly going to be doing my audiobooks, which is every book except for like 2 of them. So anyway, we'll see what I get done on that trip, but I'm not going to be making any TBRs for the next 2 weeks. So also, this is a great time for you to send me any TBRs that you watch on other people's channels that you would like to see me do, because y'all know I love that too. All right, here we go. Number 1 is a king of diamonds. Okay, I think that's as large as I can make me. Diamonds are certain genres. As you can see on this list, they're the ones that are this kind of teal color. So it's going to be fantasy, horror, literary, magical realism, manga, memoir, and middle grade. And so I'm going to go to my storygraph, pick those genres, and because it's a king, that's number 13 of the cards. Whatever book number 13 is with all of those genres picked, that's what goes on my list. Okay, so I have the genres in here. I'm going to do the filter, earliest added, and let's scroll down to number 13. Now, the rule already is, I've got those other TBRs out there that I've picked books for, and they've gone on my list, but I haven't read them yet. So if that's one of my books, I keep going down till I get to a new book that's not on a TBR. There's 8, 9, 10. Front desk is number 10, and I'm going for 13 for the king. 11, 12, 13. High stakes Vegas vampires. Let me make sure that's not already on a TBR. Okay, great. It's not on my list. So I'll put the king back there and add this one to my list. Okay, just because I want to shuffle again, I'm going to. All right. Well, I thought I was going to. There we go. All right, here we go. Number 2, a 2 of spades. So spades is a whole different section. They're all the ones that are this yellow color. So I'm going to go put those in. We'll see what number 2 is. Okay, well, I'm definitely expecting book number 2 to be something on my list because, I have a lot of books on my list. And I do have number 1 on my list. I see it's Fresh Brewed Murder. So let's go. Number 2, Things in Jars. Yes, it is on a list. So is An Appetite for Murder, so is The Vine, so is Striver Row, Sex, The Body Under the Piano. There we go. That is the first one that is not already on a thing. And it is a middle grade mystery, historical fiction mystery. Okay, so back to drawing again. We're going to do 5 books like I usually do. 5 is a perfect number for me for these games. It does not always work. Oh, a 4 of hearts. I wouldn't mind sticking with one so I don't have to keep going back and changing the genres, but whatever, that's fine. Book number 4 also will probably be on a list already, but that's one of the things that I want to do is I want to get these books gone that are already on TBRs so that I don't have to keep doing this and scrolling further and further down. Okay, this is a lot of genres, and there are some in here that I'm really excited about. Okay, book number 4. That's on a list. That's on a list. That's on a list. Number 4 is on a list. So we keep going down till we get to The Shape of Thunder. There we go. We had to go all the way to book number 10. See, that's why I want to get these off of here. Anyway, middle grade, contemporary fiction, The Shape of Thunder. I've been wanting to read this. I'm really happy about this. All right, card number 3. Let me... one more time, and of course it's a club. I had everything but clubs. I've done all of them but clubs, so of course it would be. Okay, so sci-fi all the way down to young adult. Okay, and then I have to find number 7. So there's number 1. There's 700 books on this list. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 total strangers. Not on one yet. So finally, well, not finally. The first one was like this too, but there we go. 5 total strangers. A thriller. Okay, so that has given us every one of the card suits. Now, this final card, number 5, is going to be our tiebreaker. We're going to find out what it is. All right, here we go. Oh, the Ace of Spades. So that is book number 1. There's no way that that's not already on a list. Let's go see. Okay, here we go with our filter. Fresh Brewed Murder, definitely on the list. Let's just see how far we have to go to find one that's not. Oh, Song of Blood and Stone. We didn't even have to go through the first 10. So Earth Singer Chronicles number 1. I've never read it, but there we go. It is a fiction, fantasy, romance. Okay, so The King got us High Stakes by Aaron McCarthy. The 2 of Spades got us Aggie Morton, Mystery Queen. The 4 of Hearts got us The Shape of Thunder. The 7 of Clubs was 5 Total Strangers. And finally, the Ace of Spades was Song of Blood and Stone. So when we come back and when you guys see me again, hopefully we will have way less next time I play a TBR game. Not next time you see me, but next time we play a TBR game, hopefully a lot of these books will be gone off the list and they will be so much smaller. The whole thing will be much smaller than it is right now. Let me know about all the things I asked down below about all of these games, any ideas that you have, any TBR games that other people are playing that you want to see me play. A new idea for a TBR game that you have created, I will definitely give you credit for it and play it over here. Let me know if you have a channel and you play TBR games for people on your channel, because I would love to do that as well. I would like to be on your channel and play a TBR game. So that is it. That's going to do it for this one. I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.